Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello. Please subscribe down below. Give this video a like. Today we're going to be doing this like gorgeous yellow honeycomby type of eye look. I don't know what you'd call it, but I love it. Using the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. You know what? We'll take a little bit of Jawbreaker. Thank you to Rebecca Martin and Paige Pagano for being the first people to comment on my last video. And without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Don't forget that I am doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss out. We're halfway there. Please, guys, please help me out. You're going to want to start off priming your eyelids. I have done that with the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. And then we're going to take the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I've been wanting to do this for a little bit now, so hopefully it turns out the way I want, because it's always a bummer when it doesn't turn out the way you want. But I'm going to go into Wow first. You know, you have it built up in your head, and you know exactly what you want it to look like, and then you do it and you're like, oh, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to look like. But hopefully it will. When priming the eyes, a lot of people like to then set it with powder. And I've said this in previous videos. I get it, like, totally get it. It helps the shadow glide on your eye just a little bit smoother. Like it does, but also, I don't know, I just feel like the colors just aren't as pow in your face when you set them with a powder before you go in with your shadows. Like, and if you pat out your concealer and get it pretty much dry, you don't really have a blending issue. I mean, look at that. There's no patchiness. It's not like skipping or more pigmented in one area and not in the other. It's blending beautifully, and all I had to do was make sure after I put the concealer on, I pat it out, and then it's dry. It's just like having a blank canvas. When you put powder down, it's like having a white crayon on top of your construction paper. Like, you're gonna still get like a little bit of pigment. It's just not going to be as bright. You know what I mean? Have you ever done that, like colored with a white crayon and then gone over with a different color crayon, and it's just kind of like counterproductive? Like, as much as I'm having to build this up, which I don't mind having to build up, because then you get like the shading that you want, but as much as I'm having to build up, it would be a lot more to build up it would be a lot more to build up my lid if I had laid down a shadow. Or if I had laid down a powder, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not good with the words. Okay. I'm going to take this smaller blending brush and take a little bit of Tasty. Just just a little bit. Honestly, Tasty's the only one I've had trouble with, and it's not because of blending. It's just, I don't know. I go to put it in colors, and it's not the tone that I think it is, and I don't end up liking it as much as I thought I did, if that makes sense. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. It's just not the color brown that I thought it was. Like, it's a very neutral brown, but it's very muted. Like, I don't know. I expected it to be a little bit deeper, even though it is so, like, neutral. It just doesn't have the depth that you would hope for in most looks. Like this, I think it looks beautiful paired with this yellow. But, like, if I was going for something richer or deeper on either side, either cool or warm, it just wouldn't take me there. And so I end up disappointed. If that makes sense, I end up like, oh, okay. And it's not the shade's fault. The shade is the shade that it is. Now, if you guys know, you can put concealer on the back of your hand to do this, but I like to use this little tray. Now, I've switched it out because I've switched out my candle, but I clean this off with a facial wipe or whatever at the end of every video, or every time I do my makeup, but I just think this is more sanitary. You do it like that. You just wipe it off when you're done. You take the concealer. So my friend Jennifer just did her July favorites, and I didn't realize that July is like over already, so I need to film mine soon. But she was talking about how like she gets hot fairly easy, and she does showers at work because she's a CNA, or I don't know if she's got a bigger degree than that. I know she's going to school for it, but I just don't know if she's graduated yet. But she was talking about how she was having to give showers, and it reminded me of when I was a CNA. I just let my license, or whatever you want to call it, expire in April. But when I was a CNA, and I was working at the nursing home that paid for my CNAs, like paid for me to get my test done, and for me to get certified and to put me through school, I'm going to go in with Lemon Drop. I always forget the name. Lemon Drop right there. But when I was working at the nursing home, this older gentleman that I was showering had dementia. He didn't know, you know, and they can come and go whenever, and you know, it's just whatever, and you just gotta, you know, be prepared for it and try to be as nice as possible, because they just don't know what's going on, and you can't, you know, get mad at them because they aren't not conscious. Conscious isn't the word I'm looking for, but they just don't know what's going on, you know. So you can't get mad at them because they just don't know, you know. Anyway, this was one of the first times that I ever had to shower him, and he was unfamiliar with me, and you know, he forgot what we were doing, and he started trying to hit me because, you know, some strange person's taking off my clothes and showering me. You know, any sane person would. But he started trying to hit me, and he just got in at the right angle. I think he was trying to grab my hair, but he just got in at the right angle, went down my scrub top and my tank top, and yanked my bra all the way up over my head. And I was soaking wet, needless to say, by the end of that shower. But I thought it was a funny story, and she was like, the craziest things. I could make a 2-hour-long video of the crazy things that have happened at work, and I'm like, you should make a funny story, you know, like a story time, or the darndest things that happen in the medical field. Like, doctors do it, like they'll tell their story, and like someone will read them or whatever. I think she should. And I told her, you know, if she gets enough people commenting, she could do a video on like comments other people made, like their stories, because those are always fun and interesting, and you know, only people who like work in that line of business can truly understand. But it's also like kind of neat for people who don't work in that environment to learn that. Like, I've seen people be like, wow, really? And I'm like, yes, all the time, stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to do my other eye and my face makeup off camera, and I will be right back. Alright, now we're going to go in with a little pencil brush like this. We're going to take that brown color Tasty again. Even though it's spelled differently, all I'm thinking about is Orange is the New Black and Tasty from Orange is the New Black. If I take a pause, it's because my kids are screaming, and I'll probably have to edit that out. Okay, I'm going to take Wow. We're going to take Dominatrix on the lower lash line. These lashes are like 4 days past I shouldn't wear them again, but we're going to try and make them last as long as possible. But yeah, head over to her channel, check out Jennifer's videos, and leave a comment letting her know that you want a funny stories from the CNA life or the medical life. I think that'd be a really fun series. Share some of your own stories in her comments and see if she'll put those in there. So I think that would be fun. This is like a honeycomb look, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not artistic enough to draw the honeycombs like some people do. Like, I've seen people get super artistic and like draw the combs and stuff and like do the shading and all the detail, and I'm like, wow, you're amazing. I can't do that, but you're amazing. We're gonna go in with Jeffree Star's Posh Spice. This is one of my absolute favorite nudes, like, ever. Ugh, I hate overlining my lips, and that's what I'm doing today. Apparently I can't draw a straight line, so we're just gonna try and get it as even as possible. I'm sorry, I feel like I look like a clown now. I did get Mannequin to put on the middle of my lips, but I actually kind of just like it by itself, so that's what we're going to do. If you enjoyed this look, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment down below letting me know what video you'd like to see next. If you think the video idea for Jennifer is a good idea. Also head over to her channel and check her out. Like I said, she just finished her July favorites, or she just uploaded that. So if you'd like to see, what other people are digging, go over to her channel, check her out, and give this video a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.